So Q&As. One question we had from an aspiring farmer is, how do you go about finding retiring farmers? Which is an excellent question. We've answered this in a number of different ways on our blog, and I've got links to it as well. But we believe so much that your pastime as an aspiring farmer, when people say to you, oh, what do you do in your spare time? You should say you're a retiring farmer headhunter. That is your number one job, as well as pitching farms, but you should be out there understanding where all the retiring farmers are, meeting all of them, creating relationships, getting to know them, and being best friends with them, providing them value. You should be out there constantly thinking of who it is in the district that you should try and convince that you're amazing, who could then potentially help you to own their farm with them. So we know it's the quickest and best way for you to get on a farm, convince a retiring farmer. So people are getting it. How do you go find them? Well, just think about where retiring farmers are, and we've got a big list here of where potentially retiring farmers are. Probably some of these are off a little bit. There's probably heaps more. We'd love your comments on it. So RSLs, country clubs and golf clubs, churches, food festivals and markets, corner stores. You go work at a corner store and you can meet absolutely everybody, or the supermarket, you meet absolutely everybody. Put an ad up in a paddock on one of the main roads going into town. I like that one. Farm supply companies, cattle auctions, sales online, sale yards, mechanics, machinery businesses, asking your accountants and bankers, sports clubs, the pub. The list goes on. Find where these people are that you think are going to be stepping back from their farm, and be there and get in there and create conversation, or find the right people to connect you to them. But the number one thing is you've got to get in front of them. You could be doing letter drops, as this person's asked as well, create a flyer, which we have as well. You can use that and post that and put your name on the back of it and say you're happy to catch up. It's probably just not as personal. Our aim is that you have a really personal connection. Make it as natural as possible. Script it as much as you can, but make it as natural as possible. Get out there and try and find those places where retiring farmers are. And you can just sit there, half an hour's thought, you could make a big list of specific places you can be at. And then the question is, how do you go about engaging those farmers? And we've got a lot of ideas there as well. We've done a couple of posts on this, and the links are there in the website on our blog as well. But the main point is, this is about relationships. You can't be fake. You can't be there trying to say, hey, give me your farm, I want it. That is just not the point. Your point is that you want to own a farm when you're soon, next year or two. But you want to provide value, and you want to do it in a way that's a win-win for everybody. So you're just trying to find that person who gets it. You're not here to convince people who don't get it. If they don't get it, move on. You're just trying to find those people who like you, who you get along with, and you can have that ongoing discussion about whether they'd like to transition the farm. And not everyone's going to be up for it, but you just got to try as many times as you can and keep it as natural as possible. This is, again, a long-term strategy for you guys. But the rewards could be massive.